All right, welcome guys to the Alpha X YouTube channel as we begin our series between these two lovely players. First, down here at the bottom left, we got our red Terran player playing for Storm Gaming. It is GUMIHO.
And his teammate, the blue Protoss, also from Storm Gaming. Give it up for MAXPAX.
Alright, so if the title didn't give it away, this is the ESL Open Cup, number 130 in America's region. And this is the semifinals, so whoever wins this series will advance to the finals. But look at here, TeaDragon, we got our red Zerg being a little bit cheeky to start off this game.
Yeah, plus the double gas. What do you think? Could this be Marauders?
You know what? That could definitely be an option here. Looks like only one barrack, so maybe not, but...
yeah. Well, who knows? Maybe he decides to put on a reactor and then goes double Reapers.
I'm actually wondering if he's going to build the factory back at home, or if he's going to go extra cheesy and build it out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, looks like SCB is going to go ahead and go behind, so... Oh, but look at there, MAXPAX already.
Oh, okay.
On top of that.
Yeah, very quick with his scouting, probably seeing that red flag, which is the lack of a barracks over in the main base of GUMIHO. Now, of course, some Terran players do like to fake out the Protoss by placing their barracks, not really proxy, but putting it behind the mineral line of their own natural, just to sort of fake out the Protoss. That's not going to be the case here. It looks like MAXPAX is going to put down a preemptive shield battery. This Reaper is going to get some free reign over the mineral line just for a little bit. Good pullback micro from MAXPAX, but will MAXPAX lose a probe? Looks like that's not going to be the case. The stalker does come out in time. Going to start contesting the low ground as well. Yeah, okay, there you go. Looks like GUMIHO is just going to give up on the bunker, just going to send his army units home.
Yeah, so well defended there by MAXPAX. Kind of responded in pretty much the best way. Didn't lose a single probe and was able to stop that bunker in time. And, oh, does MAXPAX see this starport here? Doesn't quite scout it.
Yeah, I wonder why the starport is on the low ground. I wonder if there's like a specific reason.
Yeah, I think because the probe was in the main base of GUMIHO, so in order to...
Oh, got it.
Yeah, so you kind of hide the starport.
Right. Okay, we're gonna see a Phoenix coming out of the Stargate of MAXPAX. So, what do you think of this opening? What do you think of Phoenix versus Oracle against Terran?
Yeah, I actually quite like it. It's very versatile. You can defend against those really annoying Widowmine Widowmine drops, and also Hellion drops as well. Sometimes you do see Terrans opening up with that. So, and then also Banshees. Like if the Terran goes, Banshees, then the Phoenix can hunt them down and snipe them off. And yeah, it just provides so much defense opportunities.
Now, unfortunately, they are not going to catch out this medevac. The two of them are just barely going to pass each other. Phoenixes are going to go back on home. Widowmines are going to start burrowing over in the main base. Stalkers are going to try to defend against that medevac. Good probe pool. Oh, look at that. Good counter Widowmine micro for now. Looks like a Widowmine will finally go off, but not before the rest of them are picked off. One Widowmine over in the main base going to try to extract some additional value before it gets picked off by the Phoenixes. Yeah, like you said, this Phoenix army is very good at defending. You're able to lift off the Widowmines before they burrow. And of course, I believe Phoenixes can take a Widowmine hit, right? Like, they don't get one shot like Oracles, I think.
Yeah. They take 2 Widowmine shots to kill.
Okay. And then we're going to see a pretty standard Twilight Forge follow-up. Possibly for Okay, my money's on charge.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised. Definitely he can go with charge. We do see sometimes blink as well.
Oh, you know what I should have bet on? I should have bet on glaives. You know what? I'm changing my vote. I hope that's allowed.
Yes.
We're gonna go for glaive. And here is my evidence. Okay, here's my evidence. There is no third and fourth gas.
Ah, yes. That's a good point.
Oh, but this Banshee is gonna be quite annoying. I'm gonna force back the. Oh, look at that! Cloaks just in time. So that Oracle is gonna have to be chronoed out. But for now, it's gonna take down so many probes.
Oh man, this is quite depressing for MAXPAX, especially having such a great defensive opening to start off this game, and all of a sudden, that gets absolutely taken out as these Banshees just go ham.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that over at the third base as well. It finally gets cleaned up, but how many workers does each player have? Okay, so the Protoss is still ahead, marginally. Usually they would be a little more ahead by this point in the game. In terms of workers, SCVs versus, probes versus SCVs. So those were some pretty bad losses. Now we're gonna have to wait and see if MAXPAX is able to catch back up in the economy, or if that's even necessary. It looks like he's gonna go for a huge charge timing. How many gates in total is that gonna be? That's gonna be what, 10 gates?
Yep, 10 gates.
Wow. And honestly, I think it's the right call here. That tag with the Oracle does confirm that it's just gonna be Marines and Cyclones for now, neither of which are, you know, the best against Zealots. Of course, you do have those Widowmines, including that one cheeky Widowmine behind the Extractor. I like that positioning a lot. So Widowmines are going to help out against Charge a lot, but we'll have to wait and see just how useful they are.
Yeah, I can't really imagine a way for GUMIHO to take a third with that many charge lock that's going to be coming across, as well as the Phoenixes to lift up the Cyclones. This is going to be a tough hold here for GUMIHO. There's no Widowmines for the splash damage on the charge line. There's no tanks as well, so pretty much no splash damage. There are 2 Widowmines coming out, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, 2 Widowmines versus a billion charge lock, it's just not going to do it.
Yeah, definitely. So finally, we do see a couple of Widowmines being burrowed on the low ground. We also see a Cloak Banshee forcing the recall on the air. It's a pretty decent move. But yeah, where are the rest of the Zealots? Okay, so it looks like MAXPAX is actually going to delay his push. Instead of going for a charge timing, he's just going to go for a +2 charge plus some sort of Robotech timing, it looks like.
Yeah, I feel like this is a missed opportunity here.
Yeah,
MAXPAX. I
agree.
I feel like he could have just ended the game. Instead, he wants to extend it, the game further, as he's taking his 4th base. He's adding in additional tech trees in those robo facility and robotics. What's it called? The robo bay. Yeah, there we go.
Right.
So gonna probably add in Colossus, I believe, and gonna pair it up with those Sphinxes. So I mean, I still like his position, but I feel like he could have definitely ended it already.
I agree. I think he was intimidated by the sheer number of Marines and, of course, the Widowmines that did finally make it onto the low ground. That, plus he didn't actually have a Warp Prism at the time that his charge finished, at the time that his gateways finished. So maybe he was afraid that he would completely lose momentum if the first wave was stopped.
Okay, I like this. He's gonna wait for the +2 to finish, and then gonna go ahead and start hitting him as the charge lock are warped into the main base and also at the front as well.
Yeah, look at that. Almost a 360 surround. The Phoenixes are gonna help out as well. Widowmines do get a shot off, but not before a lot of that bio is traded out. Now, here is the thing about pushing at a later time. You get to give the Terran, or the Terran gets the opportunity to make ghosts, and ghosts of course are excellent against almost all Protoss units. Now 9 SCVs did go down in that fight, but yeah, it's kind of like you said earlier, MAXPAX is still ahead, right? They're both still in the same positions relative to each other. The only difference is that GUMIHO has better tech now.
And it looks like GUMIHO is going to go ahead and try to kind of counter, but I mean, MAXPAX, he's adding in those Colossus, which are going to actually help with those ghosts that GUMIHO has, as well as the Widowmine. And here we go. We're going to have a bunch of attacks going across the map here as there's a charge light run by coming to the third of GUMIHO, as MAXPAX still trying to defend his third. War Prism as well into the main base, so a lot of harassment coming from both players.
Yeah, really smart by MAXPAX to split up his Zealot Warpin, sending some over to the third base, which are still doing damage, by the way, and then, of course, sending some of them into the main base. Oh, no! Okay, so while GUMIHO is doing that main base drop, which is going to get cleaned up by Zealots and Phoenixes, in the main base, his bio units did kill off one of his barracks on accident, so they were targeting one of his own barracks instead of the Zealots that were warped in.
Yeah, a little bit of a mixed click there by GUMIHO, which is pretty normal. You know, a lot of clicking in this game, and every once in a while, every blue moon, you will wrongfully click on the wrong thing.
You know, I have to say kudos to both players for cleaning up all of that harass. Like, there were basically 5 different engagements going on at once.
Yeah.
And within 30 seconds, within about, 30 to 45 seconds, they were all resolved one way or another. That is just so difficult to do as either player, really. A little bit of indecisiveness from the charge lots over at the third base. Oh man, look at this. Once again, we've got the main force, the main Colossus, Stalker, Zealot force coming into the third base. There are some ghosts to try to help out here. I don't think they're going to be enough, but at the same time, we do have a double drop targeting down MAXPAX's far 5th base.
So looks like a kind of pretty much a base for a base, although MAXPAX didn't quite kill off that CC at the third there, but 17 workers getting killed, which is more than enough, I would say, and more SCVs getting targeted down. Ooh, a nice little attempt here by GUMIHO to get a sandwich of some sort, but is it going to be enough? I think it might be.
Oh, this is such a close fight. Wow, this is literally coming down to individuals. At least it did for a moment, but that supporting drop did come in from the north side to finish off that last Colossus.
And this is now a classic scenario where one guy is way ahead in the economy. MAXPAX with 73 workers against 16, but GUMIHO, he does have a solid supply lead here. Maybe he can kind of kill MAXPAX before he can climb up. But oh, look at here.
Okay, so we have some DTs. I like it. Always a good option. Okay, so MAXPAX does preemptively rotate over to the third base. At the same time, these 4 Marauders are going to be a pain in his side. They're going to try to target down the 5th base. That main Colossus Stalker army is starting to fall, looking very weak against all of these Marauders. Zealots are going to be warped in. At the same time, another Zealot, another run by, this time it's DTs. They're going to take care of a bunch of SCVs, but wow, this is just carnage. I mean, both players have been hemorrhaging so much. I still can't really tell who comes out on top. I want to say GUMIHO simply because he has the sheer army for it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think GUMIHO might have hit the attack window here. Again, MAXPAX did so much damage, economic damage for in GUMIHO side with all that, charge dot run bys and warp-ins and the big Colossus attack, but GUMIHO in the end was able to clean that up, take this army supply lead, and has never looked back. But as I say that, actually MAXPAX looks like his income is kicking in as he's very much equaling the army supplies at this point. And so looks like MAXPAX's turn to put on the pressure.
Yeah, these Stalkers are going to try to blink onto the medevacs after they've already picked up the rest of the units. But GG is finally called. MAXPAX with that last round of Zealots is going to take this game.
So I gotta say, I would love to commend GUMIHO last game for kind of making it a very close game, because MAXPAX was so far ahead throughout that game, and it looked like it was going to be one-sided. And you know, GUMIHO managed to make that a lot closer than I even had expected. So I mean, ultimately MAXPAX did eke out the win at the end, but boy was I wondering if GUMIHO was going to take that game or not.
Right. Yeah, and it was only because MAXPAX had some gateways left to warp in that last round of Zealots, and then he was finally able to counter all of those Marauders. Now, speaking of Zealots, this is very cheeky. Oh, wow. I don't think that Zealot got a single kill.
But hey, you know what? Looks like this Adept might. He has weakened up the Marines enough so that it has forced GUMIHO to retreat his SCVs that were mining at the Natural. So it does buy him a little bit of well, it forces or inflicts a little bit of economic damage as the mining off of that Natural gets delayed a bit. Second bro toss Adept here joining up.
Bro toss, Chad toss. Yeah, this is not bad, you know? Like, it keeps the Terran on the high ground. It delays the natural mining. Oh, well, right as I say that, right? Caster Curse. Yeah, it looks like there will be a critical mass of Hellions and Marines to finally force back the Adepts. But look at what we have here. So it's going to be a DT opening. Very nice.
Ooh, I love it. I mean, he's up 1-0, right? I mean,
might as well.
Yeah.
And at the same time, GUMIHO is going for a 2-1-1 stim timing. So, yeah, this is going to be a critical moment for GUMIHO. If he is, you know, lucky enough that he has energy, then he can shut down the DTs. Or if he's just too good at macro and he's not good enough at scouting or whatever. You know, like there are several factors that could lead to his demise, given that DTs will be on the field, and of course DTs require detection.
Oh, will these Hellions catch eye? Yes.
Okay, so they do see the War Prism. That's going to be a key indicator. Oh, okay. Both players on top of their control. Oh, I love this dancing. So you can tell that MAXPAX, he let that DT get the first swipe and then waited with the War Prism for a little bit to see if GUMIHO had any scans, but he's already confirmed that there are no scans. Those DTs are going to get free reign of their respective bases. That War Prism was a little bit greedy there, trying to siege up for some more warp-ins. Not going to quite get out with its life, but this DT is just getting so much work done.
Oh my goodness. This is like a Terran's worst nightmare as DT just completely ravages his base. Okay, he does clean up two DTs. Just got one more left. One more. Does he have the energy? Nope. No energy left, so.
Man. That positioning by MAXPAX, the anti-Hellion micro. So, that's the thing, right? DTs and other Templar, I believe they're all light. But look at that. It still takes Hellions a pretty decent while. Well, I'm speaking as a guy who's used to seeing Lings being roasted.
Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries.
Alright.
But yeah, like, I don't know. I'm used to seeing Lings getting absolutely roasted. But here, it takes a little while for the Hellions to actually kill the DT.
Alright, so all in all, let's see here. 17 SCVs going down for 3 DTs and 1 War Prism. So,
ouch.
Yikes.
Yeah, the Protoss is basically doubling his opponent in the worker count. More than doubling. Okay, a couple of Hellions are going to run into the third base. Good pullback from the probes, gonna retreat back to that shield battery. Only a few of them are gonna get taken down. At the same time, it looks like a pretty quick Marine timing is gonna come out from the other side.
Yeah, I just don't see this working out, especially with Blink being finished and
Yep,
MAXPAX enjoying the defender's advantage.
exactly. Okay, the Raven did get a little bit of value. It is gonna pop that anti-armor missile. But like you said, that Blink is so critical in the defense. Now, these medevacs are gonna try to drop into the main. Will these Marines finally get something done here? Oh, no. Okay, looks like they're gonna bypass the main, recognizing that the Stalkers are probably on their way.
Oh, MAXPAX trying to hunt for these medevacs.
Oh, he's on the prowl. Oh, oh, look at that. Those medevac pilots, whoever they are, you got to give them a raise. I mean, they've been working overtime.
Alright, so GUMIHO, what does he do now? I mean, he's down by so much workers. He's still on 2 bases versus the 3 bases of MAXPAX. Actually, never mind. Fourth base being made here by MAXPAX. So, I don't know. I feel like as the game goes on, MAXPAX is going to pull further and further. I wonder if maybe GUMIHO might have wanted to pull the boys and go for an all-out attack. But as I say that, like there was not that many Marines there. Only 2 medevacs worth of Marines. So I'm not sure if that would have worked out. So I don't know. What do you think GUMIHO should be doing right now to try to, you know, kind of get himself back out of, into this game, out of this deep hole that he's in?
Man, that's a really good question. I think he's got the right idea with this double drop. Maybe just send out a series of drops. I'm not too confident in this 2-tank move out, to be honest with you. Right, look at MAXPAX. He's getting so much value with these Stalkers. He's going to be picking off individual Marines. Okay, finally, he's going to be able to force back these low-health Stalkers. Oh, a little bit of miss micro. The Stalkers having to reroute another way in order to avoid the Marines. So, yeah, I mean, the boys are being pulled, which again is a good move. I'm just not sure how it's going to turn out. We do have a couple of sentries here available to force field. A bunch more Zealots are being warped in as well. Colossus is right about to finish as well, so this is looking pretty scary. I'm not actually sure who comes out on top.
Oh, I think with the additional warpins and that Colossus as well, I think MAXPAX should hold it. I mean, he's way ahead in terms of the supply.
Yeah.
And I think right now he could get on top of it, but he just want to set up a surround here. And I love this. He's cutting off the reinforcements with a handful of charge lot as well. And, yeah, MAXPAX I think should be able to get this fight.
Ooh, good force fields countered by good pickup micro, decent pickup micro. But yeah, the supply, I mean, that should tell the full story, right? Protoss is pulling further and further ahead. Now, these probes are actually going to get targeted down, forcing a reaction. But GG is called. MAXPAX is going to take this game.